Hello, my name is Kara Alvarez. I'm a professor with the Department of Biomedical Engineering at the New Jersey Institute of Technology. So Dr. Beranger Granger is an optometrist, and she works with Essilor International in their Research and Development Division. And one of the things the company does is they seek out individuals to better understand how people adapt to progressive lenses. Initially, we can get by with just a simple pair of reading glasses, but in time, you may experience, especially if you're in your 40s, the need to keep your menu further and further away from you, and that's because we're losing the ability to focus progressive lenses. However, not all people easily adapt to these lenses, so for the past 12 years, Dr. Granger and I have been working together to try to understand what the differences are and if we can come up with a test for clinicians to predict who will be easy adapters to progressive lenses and who will not. So specifically what we're doing is we're using different types of prisms, which is a wedge of glass, which shifts the light on the back of the eye, and we use two different techniques. One is called Virgin's facility. So what we're doing is we're using two different prisms to see how people can look from near to far and how quickly they can adjust their vision from far space to near space. The second test uses what's called Fourier adaptation. So when you put on a pair of prisms, the world is going to appear closer or further away from you, and it will take you some time to adapt to that. Some people will adapt very quickly, some people will adapt much slower. So by using these two tests, we can figure out who has a more flexible vision system and who does not. And then with that, we were able to test the efficiency of our techniques in terms of getting somebody correctly identified as a good adapter and correctly identifying somebody as a poor adapter. On the Essilor side, Beranger coordinated a team of a few different other researchers, and we would have Skype conference calls every few months, and then we would have an annual meeting where I would go to France to present our findings, and we would have a 2-day meeting, or Beranger and sometimes her collaborators would fly to the US. So it's really been an absolute pleasure working with them. I didn't even think of this as a patentable idea until Un and I wrote a conference proceedings paper. One of the things I admire most about Edison is his tenacity and persistence. His idea is, if he didn't get it to work, he just didn't do enough experiments. So that, to me, is extremely inspiring. To me, it's just such an incredible experience to be even associated with this award. And he has had enormous impact in scientists and inventors, and will for many generations to come. So first, I'd like to thank the council. I'd also like to thank NJIT for giving me the opportunity to do great science and be creative. And I would especially like to thank Beranger and Essilor for providing the resources, but also the fun and collaborative conversations that have led to this great work. I'd also really like to dedicate this award to my dad, Jerry Carpenter, who has a PhD in mechanical engineering and had a successful career at Bell Labs for 33 years. And as a child, as well as a college student, I completely took his mentorship for granted. But it wasn't until I started working in NJIT as an assistant professor and then became director of the undergrad program that I realized how valuable his mentorship was. One of the things that's really fun about NJIT is 1/3, approximately, of our undergrads are the first to receive a college degree in their family. So they don't have the type of mentorship that I had growing up. And I'd like to applaud the council for all of their STEM initiatives. I had the opportunity to have 2 of the Governor's Scholars intern in my lab over the summer, and it's just absolutely fabulous, the mentorship and the guidance the council is doing to help the next generation. Thank you.